If you are a fan of rich, traditional, syrupy espresso, the kind with a heavy body and intense sweetness that cuts beautifully through milk, you probably already know that conical burrs are the way to go. But for many years, if you wanted a very good conical burr setup, you had to spend a lot of money and also your options were quite limited. You either had to spend around $600 to $700 for a niche zero, or you had to settle for a much smaller burr like a 38 or 48mm entry-level grinder. Well, that just changed. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the Geimori GU63, a conical burr grinder. This is a compact single dose grinder featuring a massive 63mm conical burr set, an ultra low RPM motor and active plasma anti-static technology. And the best part, it retails for around $250. When a grinder comes in at this price point with those specs, the alarm bells in my coffee nerd brain start ringing. Because then I'm immediately wondering if it's actually a good grinder, because a conical burr grinder for only 250 euros is pretty cheap. So today we're taking a look at this grinder, we are looking at the specs, we're testing the workflow, and I'm also going to try the coffee I make with it. I've been using this grinder for around 2 months now, so I think I have kind of a good feeling for it now, and this is why I wanted to film this review today. Now I want to quickly show you what you get in the box after buying this grinder. With the grinder, you get a 58mm dosing cup. It's made from metal, it has some good weight to it, and it's magnetic. And the cool thing is, it snaps into place very, very good. So there is no way you miss it. I hope that you can see it, but it's perfectly snapping into place. So that is awesome. The grinder originally comes with a metal lid. And you also get bellows, so if you really want to get out every last bit of coffee, then you can use bellows. So you just have to put them on top, they fit perfectly, and then you can put the lid back on top, and now you have a grinder with bellows. Pretty cool. You obviously get a user manual. It comes with a pretty cool little brush, perfect to clean your burrs or your portafilter, and you even get a little spray bottle, so you can use the grinder with RDT. You can fill it with filtered water and use this little spray bottle to spray your beans. This reduces static, but it's not really necessary with this grinder, but we'll talk about that later. Let's start with the heart of this grinder, the burrs and the motor. Inside the GU63 we have a set of 63mm conical burrs. In a market where most budget grinders use 38 or 48mm burrs, jumping up to 63mm is huge. Larger burrs give you a much more consistent grind size distribution, fewer microfines and a faster feed rate. But what makes this grinder really special is the motor design. Geimori has paired these massive burrs with a 96 watt motor running at just 110 RPM. Now let's talk about why 110 RPM is a massive deal. Most budget grinders run at a very high speed, most of the times up to 1000 RPM. That speed creates friction, and friction creates heat. And heat is the ultimate enemy of coffee beans. At 110 RPM, the Geimori GU63 does what they call a cold grind. The beans are cut slowly, preserving every bit of aroma and flavor. Some early marketing materials of this grinder claim that the grinder uses a brushless motor, but it actually uses a high quality brushed motor. But honestly, at this price point it doesn't really matter. It's definitely not made for light roast, because I think conical burrs have to be used with medium to darker roasts, that's where they shine. But still, technically you can grind lighter roasted beans. Now let's talk about the daily workflow, because even the best burrs are useless if the grinder is a pain to use. The first thing that I do is to weigh out 16 grams of coffee, because I'm using a 16 grams basket right now. So we're not going for the typical 18 grams, but 16 grams. I like to do a hot start, so I turn the grinder on before I throw the coffee beans in. Now I'm putting the portafilter on the scale and I tare it. And now we grind our 16 grams dose. So I turn the grinder on and throw the beans in. Now it's time to check how many grams of coffee we actually got out. We have a 58mm dosing cup, so it's perfect for my basket. try to get everything out. Yes. So we put 16 grams of coffee in and we got 15.8 grams of coffee out. I've tried this the last 2 months, and as you can see, my scale is jumping between 15.8 and 15.9 grams. Most of the times I had a retention of around 0.1 grams of coffee, which I think is totally okay, especially if you look at the price of this grinder. Yes, and also I want to show you the coffee grounds. Now I'm showing you my typical pack prep, which is WDT. Make these grounds fluffy. Then I knock the portafilter down a little. Then I'm using my distributor. And a spring-loaded tamper. And I like to put a piece of filter paper on top of the puck so my shower screen stays clean. And now it's time to pull the shot. Okay, now it's finally the time for me to try the espresso. I hope that you could see that the shot was running very good. It was pretty much a perfect 1:2 ratio in around 30 seconds. Yes, that's exactly what I would expect from a conical burr grinder. It has a very thick and syrupy mouthfeel. It's very sweet. It's pretty much a perfect espresso for me. So if you like medium to dark roasted coffee, this grinder is really good at it. I was very surprised. For me, the only small downside when making espresso is probably only the grind time. Espresso wise, I can only recommend this grinder. So for this video, I am using a 50% Arabica and 50% Robusta blend. It's a medium roast, and I hope that you could see the crema. This was a very nice shot. I've also used a lighter roast from Denmark with this grinder, and it's definitely capable of grinding the beans, no problems at all. But for a lighter roasted coffee, I definitely prefer a flat burr grinder because it just brings out more clarity, and that's what I'm a little bit missing with this grinder, but it's just not made for that. For me, this is a grinder for medium to dark roasts, and it's very good at it. I was very surprised by it. I'm going to finish this espresso now and see you then. What I want to do now is to grind an 18 gram dose of coffee, and I want to see how long it actually takes to grind 18 grams with an espresso setting. Geimori themselves, they say that the espresso range is from 0 to 20. I'm currently at setting 19 for my espresso, so there is plenty of room to go a lot finer, and it goes all the way up to 85, so you won't have any trouble getting the right grind size. And I don't only want to measure the grind speed, I also want to measure the noise level, so the decibels, and I'm using the Decibel X app for that. And I would say, let's start. So, I hope that you can read the number. It says 86.2. That's not quiet, but still, I can only tell you, you can still talk to your partner while using the grinder. It doesn't feel that loud. It has a very pleasant humming sound because the motor is spinning quite slow, and as you can see, the grind speed wasn't phenomenal, but that is also due to the slower motor, and it's still a lot faster than using a hand grinder, but it's definitely slower than most other grinders I've used so far. The GU63 is a dedicated single dosing grinder. The hopper holds up to 50 grams, which is more than enough for pretty much every coffee you want to make. To dial in your coffee, you have a fully stepless adjustment collar with 85 reference marks. The dial feels incredibly premium, smooth to turn, but with enough resistance that it absolutely will not drift during a grind cycle. But my absolute favorite feature is something you usually only find on higher end premium grinders: the plasma anti-static system. Every barista and every home barista hates static. Usually you have to use RDT, so spray your beans with a few drops of water, but in this case you don't have to, which is very cool in my opinion. Geimori built an active plasma ionizer right into the exit chute. It neutralizes the static charge as the coffee falls. Combined with the 58mm magnetic dosing cup that snaps perfectly into the center of the base, the mess is pretty much zero. With a quick tap on the bellows, which are optional by the way, I'm consistently seeing 0.1 grams of retention. You put 18 grams in, you get 18 grams out. And that's outstanding. Now, as everybody knows, cleaning your grinder is as important as using freshly roasted coffee beans. We don't want old coffee to be stuck in our grinder because it would just ruin our newly freshly roasted espresso. Thankfully, the GU63 has a very easy maintenance design. The first thing that we have to do is to remove the bellows and the lid. The second thing is to remove the bean hopper. We have to unscrew the bean hopper clockwise until it's loose and remove the hopper. And voila, there we have it. You can see some coffee residues on top. So as I said, I've used this grinder for around 2 months and you will pretty much see how it looks like after 2 or 3 weeks of using it permanently. So hope that you can see it. It looks like there is not a lot of coffee in it. Okay, as you can see, you can just pull out the outer burr and it looks pretty clean. I mean, obviously there are some coffee residues, but that is totally normal. And also the inner burr looks pretty good. I'm just going to use a brush and a vacuum to clean all of that, and I will show you the result afterwards. As you can see, the outer burr looks brand new again. No more coffee inside. And the inner burr looks brand new as well. And that was pretty much it. So now I can just screw this back in counterclockwise. And that's how you clean this grinder. Now let's wrap this video up. Who is the Geimori GU63 for and is it worth your money? Let's take a quick look at the pros first. The value. A 63mm conical burr grinder set at around $250 is an absolute steal. The workflow. The combination of active plasma anti-static, a magnetic cup and a tool-free cleaning makes this a joy to use every morning. The build and sound. For its size, it's pretty heavy, it looks beautiful on the counter and it is incredibly quiet. But I don't only want to talk about the pros, I also want to show you the cons. Grind speed. Because of that low 110 RPM, it is not a speedy grinder. Grinding an 18 gram espresso dose takes about 25 to 30 seconds. For me, the quietness and temperature control are worth the wait, but it's something to keep in mind. And the second con is that it's not made for clarity. If you only drink light roasted coffee or you prefer filter coffee, this is not the grinder for you. But I would say that's pretty much the case for every conical burr grinder. So in my opinion, if you are looking to upgrade from a basic starter grinder or maybe from a hand grinder and you want a cheap, premium, heavy-bodied espresso experience without spending too much money, the Geimori GU63 is a phenomenal option. It's an incredibly well thought out machine that prioritizes what actually matters to a home barista. I would love to know what you think about the GU63. Is it a grinder that you're interested in? Is it something you would consider? Because in my opinion, it's a very interesting conical burr grinder. Especially if you already own a flat burr grinder, this could be a pretty cool option for the darker side of espresso. So let me know if you're going to buy it, if you want to try it out. And if you have any questions about the grinder, just let me know in the comments. I try to answer all of them. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel and then see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.